morning, class.
Good morning.
Hope you're doing fine this morning. So, today your teacher is IESIN, Lydia Kampu, and today, class, we are going to learn about structure and bonding. Structure and bonding. This is our topic. And under this structure and bonding, we are going to learn about the role of outer electrons in bonding. So class, when we hear about the role of outer electrons in bonding, this one reminds us of our previous class that we learned about the structure of an atom. We see an atom has electrons, and the electron arrangement of atoms is arranged in a way that you start by 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 electrons on the next shell, then evolve. So the outer electrons are these electrons on the outermost shell. So let us define the definition of outer electron. So definition of outer electrons. So outer electrons are also called valence electrons. Also called valence electrons. Class, what do you say? Outer electrons are also called
Valence electrons.
valence electrons. So whenever you meet anything like valence electron, that's when we are talking about the outer electrons. And outer electrons, these are the electrons on the outermost shell. Okay? Hope we are taking notes. Senior?
Yes.
Yeah. So, outer electrons on the outermost shell. Now, these electrons on the outermost shell, you have their role. Now we are going to talk about their role. Role of valence electrons. Valence electrons. Just like in our daily life, you see, there are those guys who protect us, yeah? Yeah, they're external guys and they are protectors. So you can relate them to valence electrons. And therefore, the first role of the valence electron is they help in the interaction between atoms. You see? So the role number one of outer electrons, they help in the interaction between atoms. Okay? Class, can you read again? Read the role of the valence electrons.
Helps in the interaction between atoms.
Yes, interaction between atoms. So class, this interaction between atoms is now which brings about the bonding. When atoms interact, they bond, okay? So here, we are simply talking about the bonding. And plus you have to understand that when these atoms interact and bring about bonding, there are different types of bonding that comes with it. Now the types of bonding, we have types of bonding, or bonds, types of bonds. Any volunteer to answer? Yes, Brenda? Ionic bond. Class, let's say it again.
Ionic bond.
Good, we are very good students. Hey, Lydia?
Covalent bond.
Covalent bond. That's good. Is there any other bond that we know? Yes? Dative bond, yeah. Dative bond, yeah. Or its another name is coordinates. Yes.
Metallic bond.
Metallic bond. That's good, Rose. Metallic bond. So, class, I can see that we have an idea on these types of bonds. So, we have talked about, on our case here, we are going to emphasize on two types of bonds. That is ionic bond, and covalent bond. And to be specific, for today's lesson, we are going to talk about the ionic bond. Let's say it again.
Ionic bond.
Yes, ionic bond. So let us write here ionic bond. So ionic bond, when you will be told to define it, you can say it's the transfer of electrons between a metal and a non-metal atom. Okay? Yes, transfer of electrons between metal and non-metal. Are we together? Yes, transfer electrons between a metal and a non-metal. So when electrons transfer between a metal and a non-metal, they come up with an ionic bond. An example of ionic bond, class, it is a sodium chloride. Okay? Are we seeing our sample here? Sodium chloride. So sodium chloride, we have this one is a metal. Okay? Then this one is a non-metal. So when the electrons for sodium and chlorine interact, they come up with an ionic bond. Okay? So I think you can see like these bonds are kinda essential in our daily lives. You see, sodium chloride is our normal table salt, right? Yeah, so that's how it's applied. We use these bonds in our daily lives. Okay? So sodium chloride. And now when we can end up doing the structure for sodium and chlorine. Okay? So sodium, you see sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, apart from it being used as our normal table salt, we can now draw their structure in this bonding. Okay? So sodium chloride. We have to know that. Yeah. So sodium chloride. Sodium, we have to know its electron configuration. Then, yeah. So this one is going to be our assignment today. In our previous class, we learned about how to write the electron configuration of different atoms. So our assignment class, write down this assignment. Write the electron configuration of sodium and chlorine. Okay? So in our next class, after you have brought these electron configurations, now we shall go step to step by and see how you can draw the structures and the ionic structures for this compound here, sodium chloride, according to ionic bond. Okay? Yeah, that's our assignment for our class. And I hope today we are able now to define outer electrons. We are able to know the definition of valence electrons, and we are able to state the role of valence electrons. And after the role of valence electrons, we are now able to state the two types of bonds, ionic and covalent. Then we are now able also to define what is ionic bond. Okay? Yeah. So students, I encourage you, go through your notes. Just study. Yeah, just study. Have a good day.
Same to you.
Okay. And still, you have to have manner. At least when a teacher tells you, have a good